All right. Good afternoon, folks. I hear somebody say like we're turning into a music program. Did I hear that? Did I hear somebody say like we're turning into a music program? Folks, how are you doing out there? Good, folks. How are you all doing? Good to have you all at this end. Another day. I want to hear from you all today. I want to hear from you folks. Like I ain't even able to talk. I ain't able to talk. Good, folks. I ain't able to talk today. How are you guys doing? Erwin Don, Roxanne Aaron. How are you beautiful people doing? I want to hear from you guys today. I can talk a little about the PPP, anti-transparency, good governance and accountability. Why they fighting Transparency International? Why are they fighting the good folks at Transparency International? I don't understand it. I don't understand it. And some good governance people ain't talking out. Gina Hazel, Cheryl Mulray, some good governance people not talking out. But I can talk. I know you guys can talk as well. Don't let it come around. We funny with that. Good governance, accountability, and all those other things, they are useful. They're not just convenient. Not just convenient. Folks, I want to hear from you. We've had nomination day. I want to hear from you. I want to hear from you. I want to hear from you. Y'all rock and come with the voice notes. I think like I want to hear from y'all. I feel like I want to hear from you good folks out there. How you guys doing? What's for lunch, folks? What's for lunch? Weather don't look too bad at all. Weather don't look too bad at all. On the outside, somewhat we're looking at outside we window. A live shot of the Mandela Avenue that intersects the road that leads out to the East Bank. That leads out to the East Bank. Don't come wrong with funny. You see? Live shot there of what's happening. It's a live shot, good folks. It's a live shot. But good to have you guys on nonetheless. We're happy that you are here with us. Some of you are looking too much. You might want to step out. You all might want to step to the out. Guys, we're happy that you folks are here with us. We are most delighted. We are delighted that you wonderful folks have joined us from the many places that you guys rock and coming from. Do let us know weather-wise how things by you. Deborah Clark, we see you. Urban Dance says it's sunny at my end. Carol Jacobs says pumpkin and chicken with rice for lunch. Yummy in my tummy. Thank you. Thank you. Is that beams or no beams? Margaret Morris is here. Bantu King says PPP creating a one-party syndicate is a one circle. Lachman Aziz is here. Carol Jacobs, we see you there as well. We see you. Margaret Morris, beautiful sunshine. Carol says it's sunny in Carol Jacobs says it's sunny in Linden. It's sunny in Linden. Hazelyn King is here. Beryl. Pam Hall. Lachman says it's beef on her hand. It's beef. And if I know Lachman, it's some moist and tender beef there. David Ford is here. Guys, how you doing? Pincia just wrapped up their press conference. Was taking a look at that. Get a chance to dissect it a little later on, perhaps. A little later on, perhaps. But guys, I want to hear from you. I would love to hear some of your thoughts. Would love to hear some of your thoughts. So if you want to rock and come in with that voice note or two, I'd be super happy to hear some of your thoughts since, things have come out the way things have come out. I know it's not our usual talk back Friday, but I feel like I can't even wait till tomorrow. I cannot even wait until tomorrow. I can't. Wim post office looking a little pull in. Looking a little pull down. Women on the West Coast, Bobis. All the oil money we got, we can't make Wim look a little thingish. We can't make Wim look a little thingish. Jean Williams says Brooklyn's in the house. Chanel Wells, Rhonda, Sherlin. Folks, I want to hear from y'all today. I can't wait till tomorrow. There's some blood of boil. My blood is boiling. I cannot wait until tomorrow. I want to hear from y'all today. Today, I want to hear from y'all. Weather-wise at our end, good folks, the national capital city of Georgetown, they're telling us it's 28 degrees outside. 29 degrees outside, rather. 29 degrees on the outside. But they're telling us it feels like 33. 33. Feels like 33. Yeah. Yep, it is what it is. We can persevere. Rain or shine or snow. We just gonna push on down. We just gonna push on down, good folks. Right? We just gonna push on down. But so good to see all of you out there. So good to see all of you out there. Just trust that you folks are well. Just trust that you folks are good. As we peek outside and this wonderful Thursday, the 20th of April, Beautiful weather on the outside, at least at our end. No, some of you balling out. But fairly decent weather at our end. And that's why the back road, Mandela Avenue and DSL Junction, it looks so nice weather-wise. It looks so nice weather-wise, good folks. It looks so nice. We're shaping up nice. I love it. I love it. Compliments again of Pixel Guyana Inc. They're moving. I like when things moving. Moving along. Moving apace. So let me start the ball rolling. And just know, if you want to send through a voice note, anything on your mind, positive, don't bring the negatives. Transparency. Them guys like mouth these words. They like mouth the words. Folks, I want you to know, among the things that were happening this week, among the things that grabbed, wrestled our attention this week, you had a conference I was on at the Arthur Chung Conference Center. Yep, we had a conference I was on. And these folks the folks who participated in this conference, they were from some of the integrity commissions of the Commonwealth. It was some of the integrity commissions. And your people, your friend, Gail Teixeira, she had a bright idea. She had a bright idea. You all know that I've pushed past some of the usual things in our program, like what's trending and so on. Right? Just want to get into it. She had a bright idea. Gail too bright. She too bright for her own good. Folks, you all know there was this conference. Did you guys know there was this conference? Yes. There was this conference that was on. This is the 9th annual conference of the Commonwealth Caribbean Association of Integrity Commissions. Well, since you hear integrity commissions, you should have sat up a little straighter. And you know, this means business. We ain't playing Gloria Pod. We're not playing Annette. We're not playing Deborah, Kurt, Abiola Anderson, Debbie Hohenkirk. We're not playing Kurt Heineken. It's serious business when it comes down to integrity commissions. The thing speaks for itself. Ipso facto. Folks, I want to hear from you all. Cissy Forbes, I want to hear from you. I want to hear from you guys. 627-6963. Send those contributions in. 627 6963. So this conference of the Commonwealth Caribbean Associations of Integrity Commissions and anti-corruption bodies. Go get in the last piece. Good. Integrity commissions and anti-corruption bodies. They met. And I tell you, Gail had this bright idea. He brighter than she hair. He brighter than she complexion. It was a bright idea. He make a 1,000-watt LED bulb look like nothing. So bright was the idea in comparison. Yep, so bright was the idea. And she gets the bright idea that she got is that she claimed that in the parent body, Transparency International, there were inaccuracies of the global index. The global index, this is some of the things they look for when they're determining how corrupt or not corrupt a country may be. The corruption index. See, she said it contained a number of inaccuracies, highlighting what she claimed as inaccuracies of the global index. She pointed out that many articles in the international media paint Caribbean countries Yep. She said the articles in the international media paint these Caribbean countries as corrupt. So she don't like the yardstick. She don't like the yardstick and proceeded to advise these other countries that they should be opting out. They should be opting out of this process. Again, this forum, good folks, this forum was the 9th annual conference of Commonwealth Caribbean Associations of Integrity Commissions and Anti-Corruption Bodies. That was the occasion. And why is that? Because the body has been strong in upholding its tenets and not yielding to the mechanisms, the aberrations, and the confusion. That is the PPP. She vexed. The good lady vexed. She vexed. So she run out there to abuse up. She run out there to abuse up. That's the people, you know. That is the people. She gone to fight and to abuse up. Transparency International and the Corruption Perception Index, they know what they're doing. A whole manner of things. But was he opt out for us? Telling them to opt out. Was he opt out for us? Folks, I think we have a contribution. Can we hear my brother? All right, I don't think we can hear that. Give us a sec. We're going to try to pull it in. Give us a quick sec, folks. Give us a quick set. Let's see if we can pull in some of the audio.
Hey, good afternoon, Sharad. One of the biggest issues they got in Guyana is that there would always be a racial divide between an African race and the Indian race. And the Indian race always want to treat the African race like second class citizen. And the problem the African race got around the world is that we are the most transcendent race in the world. We only stand up for things that is momentarily. And they have, most of the people there fail to understand the difference between entity and ideology.
Yep, 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 yep. And some folks ain't got no ideology driving them. None. It's just husk and shell. Husk and shell. Thank you for that contribution. Thank you for that contribution. I want to hear from some more of you. You see, if they had any ideology, or maybe I should put it this way, the ideology that these guys follow is any port for a storm. When you start attacking the transparency body, when you start attacking the transparency body, you in trouble. You in some serious trouble. So we're in a tight spot. I'm ashamed that my country will be attacking the transparency bodies and trying to get buy-in from Commonwealth countries and bodies. I'm very much ashamed of that. I'm very much ashamed of that. And all because people don't want to put up with what these guys are doing. All because of that. And more so, the people have been doing their work as professionals. Don't want to leave that out. There's no profound love for them or malice. On the other hand, people just want to be the professional that they are. And sometimes that means going against the grain. But who vex? We have another caller. The king himself. Bantu king. Hope I got it right. Bantu king.
Good afternoon, Sherrod, and all the
Greetings.
viewers. This
Greetings.
is the Bantu King. There are two things that I found that are very transparent in Guyana. The first one is that there's no transparency in governance. The second thing that is very transparent in Guyana is all the criminal activities by this government, the criminal activities by
The install
the
regime.
citizenry. It's total lawlessness going on in Guyana. And it seems as though that the people have become very submissive through fear from this government. I mean, it is said already. There are three pillars of fear. The first one is oppression. The second is depression.
Mm-hmm.
And the last is submission.
Mm-hmm.
And every institution of government in Guyana have submitted, they're under submission. They're all submissive to this government, regardless of the rule of law. So we're heading to a one party state. That's what one Guyana really means. It's a one party state. And they're going to push. the entire Guyanese population into these shanty tongues and ghettos and slums that they're building. And the foreigners are going to come in because the president said that they got to bring in foreign workers. So they're going to bring in these foreigners. They're going to do all the high paying jobs. And the Guyanese people are going to be living like foreigners in their own country, in them slums and shanty tongues that they're building. That's all I got to say. That's what is transparent. Have a good day.
Same to you. Tenants in your own country. Tenants in your own land. Mia Motley, she said if you don't look properly, you're going to be tenants. Especially these people who have no regards for the rule of law, the very thing they preach every single day. Good governance, accountability, no regards for those things. We're going to be fetchers of wood and users of water. Tenants, we own country. Mr. Brown, Mr. Brown, Mr. Brown. Welcome.
Good afternoon, Sherrod.
Greetings.
Even the blind could see that there is no transparency with the government in Guyana.
Pim Pim.
No sun, no sunlight, no sunlight, because there are a lot of skullduggery that is going on there. So okay, they cannot have transparency. I hope things will change soon. I do hope that, because it's very, very concerning. Long term, Guyana will be worse than Haiti. Worse than Haiti, because Guyana is have oil and is better than, there were no discovery in oil in Guyana because it's not benefiting the poor, the middle class. It's enriching the ones at the top that busy stealing.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I hear you there, my sister. Hear you there. We hear you there. We hear you there. We hear you there. Folks, I want to hear from you. 627 6963. 627 6963. And folks, don't be afraid to have a country review, you know. And don't be afraid to have a country review. My skin and satin. God willing. The skin and tin. Skin and satin. Welcome.
Sharon, Gail Teixeira could be loud and proud in telling that to the other CARICOM countries, because she know that they were in bed and they are probably still in bed with them, and the illegality in the illegal way in which they obtained governance. They were installed. The PPP is an installed government, and the CARICOM countries know about it. So Gail feel free enough to share such a view with them. You understand? She brave enough, because there's how you just create a pass. When you're in bed with people and they're wrongdoing, they feel you to into nastiness, wrongdoings, and all sorts of things. So they feel free to tell you the ignorance.
The installed. The installed. That's how they're going down. The installed. Folks, we wanna hear from you guys. We wanna hear from you guys. That's the happenings. That's the happenings. I think my sister said it well. Sister said it well there. Very well. All right, where you folks at? We all there. We all be rock and come in. They're for good governance. They're for good governance, Deborah. Colin Roberts. Colin Roberto, Bell Crawford, there for accountability. And they do everything contrary. Only a girl, Dr. Kisoon, oh, she said she come into parliament. These are things she's going to be pursuing. Oh, she's salivating over the salary. But they got enough things happening now. Enough things. Enough things. Abiola Anderson, Rita Clark, we got enough. 627, 69, 63. Folks are some vexal like today, you ever talk. 627, 6963. 6276963. And I think we know the incentives, mm, that they're offering and bullying, the bullying of people. I hear it, some of them and their workers get bullied. Yep. But we ain't checking no bully. We ain't doing it. The other issue I'm tempted to circle to is the issue of this policeman who went missing and whose body rather, they found yesterday. He's been missing a couple months. Well, couple months well. I'm tempted to circle there, but I think I'm going to save it for another time because that is it. And I need but 2 hours without. Just to show how people can be so wicked. So wicked. All right. Don't worry about double dipping.
Hello, Sherrod. Is the king again. Another thing that is very transparent is that the local press association, they're not aggressive and robust enough to go after the issues that is affecting the country, and they should hold a lot of blame for what is going on, because if they would go after the issues and keep it in the public's domain, it would put pressure on the government to make changes and do things right. And people have to stop accepting bullyism from the government. The government are the servants of the people. The people is who put the government in office
Correct.
to fulfill the needs of the people. And when the people understand that and know that they're the ones that are in charge and not the government, maybe then when the government will definitely wake up. But the people have to be the ones in the forefront of making that change. Goodbye.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And that is a very important and critical point that we have been rehearsing at this end as well. Pursue the truth, journalists, wherever it leads, but too many of our journalists, too many of them, and we know we got a lot of great journalists here, but too many just go to regurgitate what they present at the press conference said, and there's no critical analysis. None. None whatsoever. Folks, I want to hear from you. I want to hear from all you. But I can tell you, them boys, doing all sorts of things to get the edge, all manner of things to get a little edge. Hear this.
Comrade, Monday morning at 8 o'clock, please be at the party office with the nomination. They will be starting. We'll be moving there at 8:30. Everybody getting the day off. So don't worry with the job. We're going to take care of that. So be there for 8:30 Monday morning.
Mouth open. Mouth open. Story jump out. Be at the party office for 8 o'clock. Don't worry the walking, sir. Don't worry the walking, sir. Don't worry the walk. You gotta know the order. Work productivity. Running the country with them, sir. Comrades. Love this country. Comrades. Folks, we want to hear from you. 627-6963. We're going to try to give you guys the hour, even though we're close on one. We got some time on our side, about 23 minutes, thereabout. So we want to hear from you. What's on your thoughts? You see how things going? Who crossing? Who left him behind? Who gone sideways? Yep, we want to hear from you, good folks. Petula Boys, Pam Halls, Abiola Anderson. Abiola said, turn up or lose a little walk. Comrades, turn up, turn up. Comrades, Yvette Woodford. You think it's easy? Everything them boys can try to try. Everything to try. Want to hear from the comrades? Want to hear from the comrades?
Sherrod, Guyana got a set of big lazy journalists, and I repeat it. Guyana has a set of big lazy journalists. They're running up to the opposition leader when he get the press conference with a whole host of questions. And when Jagdeo got the press conference, they walk him on needle and ice and glass and train. Yes, they frightened Jagdeo like 10 years in jail. But then the opposition face with all the nonsensical, irrelevant questions that they needed to be asking the people were ruling, what that were installed to rule us. They need to be asking them some of the questions that they're frightened for ask. A big bunch of lazy journalists is what Guyana got.
We got some good ones in there. We got some good ones in there. Let me be the first to admit it. We got some good ones in there. But you're right. And I said it. Some of them got to bring something to this walk. It's not a creator guy, it's a walk. You go in there, you look for the who, what, where, when, why, and that's it. Maybe that's how you start the profession. But that's not how you got to stay. You see? That's not how you got to stay. So I agree, my sister. Not all of them, some of them trying. Some are trying, some are doing pretty good. But like they're sending the best of the lots to cover. Some of the more senior journalists, they stay perhaps in an administrative role at the media house. An editor-in-chief, maybe. Some of them trying. But some got to do some more work. Some more capacity building. That puts them in a position to ask the hard questions. We ain't pulling no punches with no body. We ain't pulling no punches. As a former counselor used to say, you catch. We ain't pulling no punches. We know you like that. We want to hear from you, good folks. I think we have another contributor, Edward from the Bronx. Good to see you. Tessa Waterman, Yolanda Thomas, Bantu King, Annette Beatrice, Chanel Wells. Good to see you, good folks. On that side and at that end, great to see you, good people. We watching at this side, watching at this side, trying to get this other contribution. Might take a sec or two. Hmm. Good to see you, folks. This one is taking a pretty sec. Tessa Waterman, we see you there. Who's Facebook user? Parents ought to give you some better names. Parents ought to give you some better names, folks. Tessa. Good to have you, folks. Facebook user. Good to have you here. Great to have you here. This one is taking a second or two, man. What's going down? What's going down? All right, all right, all right. Good to have you guys here. We got a couple minutes left. Let's make it count, good folks. Let's make it count. Let's make it count, good folks.
Hi, Cheryl. Okay, let's
Greetings.
address the red t-shirt gang. The problem is that the APNU supporters, they lost hope. They lost hope, meaning that they know to
Go right ahead.
themselves that the only way that they could fight against the oppression from the red t-shirt gang is by protesting. And no one is going in that direction. You have to listen to your people. This is what they want. Protest against all the atrocities that is happening in Guyana. But nobody's listening to them. We're gonna write a letter, we're gonna strategize, we're gonna plan this and we're gonna plan that, but it's not working. The young people, them what could they do? Who much got 7 subject, 11 subject, 12 subject, they're not being employed. Because guess why? We know why. We gotta face reality. Let's deal with the elephant in the room. Don't cut around it. These little new people, they got qualifications, but because the father and the uncle and the brother and the auntie and the cousin is not PPP, they're not being employed. And if a lot of these thief men, well, thief youths, if you listen to them, they lost hope. They need piloting. So what they're gonna do is like you have a bone, cause they got the money. Like we said, it like is a bone at the top, and they're hungry, so they wave it to the top of them, right? So they went for the $10,000, $5,000. The scary part about it now is that the same way how they bully the $40,000 people to go there and make them put the t-shirt on, who know what they have in store for them now when it's election day to make them vote for them. This is where we gotta start, well, strategizing again. Because what I find is that nobody proactive. All they do is react when something happened, then they react. But the Apno people, they lost hope. They lost hope. They need to bring the Red Shot gang down. And that's the way how they know it. Protest, protest, protest. That's my 2 cents.
All right. We hear you. We hear you. That thing about unemployment is a real issue. So they fire a whole set of people and then they're employing a whole set of others. That's a real issue. That's not nothing make up. Nothing make up there. Real is you.
Good afternoon, Sharon. Good afternoon
Greetings.
to all the listeners.
Greetings.
Sharon, let her run. Let her run. They're running like Dario. Dario's got a time when it's not its season. And you gotta drink your medicine or take your medication. Whenever it's always medication. Let her run. Patricia Green, she knows she time near for up. She know though. Malcolm, he dance done. I don't know who you running for in Albystone. I don't know who you running for. Cause he can't even run for himself. He got a car park up long, 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 can't fix it. I don't know who you running for. He dance done. All them drinking this soup. Let it enjoy it. I hope they get enough tissue for the diarrhea. I hope they get enough tissue to use it. Sharon, I only got a call like 2 weeks ago. And I don't even know who's the person. I didn't know the number. So I said, let me just answer it. When I answered them, and the person tell me if I in or out. I said the only way in and out I could there's in my house. When I in the home, when I out I gotta look after my business. I don't have time for the PPP in the nonsense. They ain't buying me out. They ain't buying me out. And I hang up my phone.
I love what my sister said there. They ain't buying me out. You must become unbuyable, unbought. They're not buying me out. Marlin, Yolanda, rock and come in.
Hi, Sharad. Good day. Your
Greetings.
girl here. I really don't know what is your topic, but let me tell you something. I was listening to Mr. Norton's press conference this morning, and sometimes I just get real upset because some of these jokey journalists who you see just be going there and shooting some stupid questions to Mr. Norton, they're not making sense. They're very irrelevant. Why don't they go and ask Barrett Jagdio and Irfan Ali and Alan Nandalal them questions were asking Mr. Norton after the Chronicle one? She just get programming from Kwame and come there and asking a bundle of nonsense. They're not making no sense. They are so irrelevant. I said the dumb questions that is be asking that don't make no sense. I just get so mad. And as to Mr. Shibral, I'm surprised at Mr. Shibral for asking some stupidness sometimes, for being a journalist all these years. I'm so much surprised at him. Anyways, um, PPP never like local government elections.
That's right.
PPP fighting transparency.
Let's talk
If
about that.
PPP know that they got this election so bad, why is it that the PPP paying people all over the place to go and march for them? What's this big thing about it? What is the show? And then the deceitfulness and the stoop to the lowest. And I think if that's how we people see ourselves as drinking soup and stooping to the lowest of all to the PPP crap, well, I am sorry. Guyanese people better get a grip of themselves, get their act together. The PPP see them as one thing. They like eat, they like drink, and they like money. And the PPP is playing them with that in the playbook. And we need to resist them. I mean, they got money for giveaway, take the money. But you can't make I come no way. And I said the deceitfulness of luring the 10 days workers to tell them, come, they're going to pay them the salary. And where the people that turn up, they hand them jerseys. What kind of deceitfulness and betrayal is that? I just don't understand these people. Let them play a fair game, and this is what I don't want to do. But I'm hoping that after this local government election, the Guyanese people come out and go and protest in all the regions at the different GCOM offices for biometrics and a clean voters list. At the present now, they don't have a choice because you got to go to the elections. Because if the coalition decides, APNU PNC decides not to go to election, the people we gonna run away with murder, and we cannot allow them to do that. So go out, cast your vote, vote up new PNC. Don't let the PPP get this country because the PPP does not mean well for Guyana and the Guyanese people. Bottom line. And that is what I want people to understand.
Marlon said it there. Marlon said it there.
It's time Guyanese decide that they will pick up themselves and they will lead the politicians and stop having the politicians lead us. We quick follow what the opposition leader doing. We need to go there and protest. We the people need to go out there and protest. And when we go out there, the opposition will come out and join us and they will hear exactly why we're out there and what we want. We have to start leading these people. The thing is, these people are leading us. That is why we're in what we're in a day like today. They're leading us. And as for the PPP, it's inter-apartheidship. This is where we're heading under them. Because why? The culture is for the politicians to rule in this land. We got to rule. We got to be the ruler. We got to rule them. We got to tell them what we want. Is we paying them. Them ain't paying we. We paying them. You understand?
Hear you there. We hear you there. We hear you there. I was so caught up in the comment.
Call a store right. Mr. Norton should just blank out Chronicle, but as he right to say, he have to treat her like a reporter and not like a PPP writer. I wonder the nonsense she's got in her mouth for ask the man, stay she can back herself when the man do question, you should answer or the man put shit to your place.
All right. All right. All right. All right. Chronicle got a lot of negative feelings towards them, but we got to treat our reporters with respect, despite how we feel about the organization to which they are attached. We got to be careful there. We got to be careful. We don't want to be found wanting like these jagabats and trench crappos. We don't want to be found wanting like that at all. So we got to be very circumspect. Very circumspect. Karen Mohammed, Sonia Masekab, Gloria Pot. Good to see you guys on the live. Colin Sandy. We see you, Colin. Leslie Charles. How you doing? Think it easy now. Some of them never manage a corner shop. They want to run a whole country. They want to run a whole city. A pack of scamps. A pack of scamps. Bantu.
Hello, Sherrod.
Greetings.
Mr. King one more time.
Shoot.
I got a question to ask the Guyanese people. All right. It is said that there are three kinds of people in life: those who make things happen, those who watch things happen,
Take your time.
and those who ask what happened. I want to know from Guyana, which one we fall under as a people. Good day, Sherrod, and good day to the viewers. I see you guys ringside.
All right.
Later.
All right. All right. That's the question for us to end on. Or the questions. Those are the questions that each of us will have to answer. The school is out, folks. Those are the pertinent questions each of us will have to answer. To thine own self be true. Leslie Charles, Naomi Drucker, good to see you. Abiola Anderson, Deborah Clark, Rhonda Spencer Tom, Chel Mulrain, and all of the other folks joining us on the live. Good to see. I see 500 of you plus joining us across social media. Smash that emoji button before you go. Folks, give us a share as well and partner with us so we can do more and more and more and more of these programs. We're going to see you guys back in the ring a little later on. Stay woke out there, people. Stay woke out there. Take it easy. That's my time. That's my program. That is our time. That is our program. Stay safe, guys. Stay safe.